Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole, and welcome back to Real Talk Recovery. So, I really don't normally go live in the evening time like this, but I'm just chilling, and my husband is working, and Nate and I are just hanging out. And I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Hey, Scottish. So, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the saying that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. They say that in the 12-step program, kind of like with, us addicts and alcoholics. We will go out and drink or go out and use drugs and, keep on doing it thinking we'll be okay. But really, we just keep on getting drunk and getting high. So I thought that I would talk about, that because I see a lot, man, I hate my phone. I cannot wait to get a camera, you guys. Okay. I know that for a long time, I'm going to keep it on me. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this on me. But I wanted to say, I see a lot of people struggling with the back and forth, and I don't mean back and forth and relapsing. I just mean it could be back and forth and making a bad decision. It could be back and forth. Maybe you're on probation and you keep getting in trouble with your probation officer. It could be back and forth with, fighting with your boyfriend, fighting with your husband. Hey, 44B dog. It could be anything. But for so many years, I did the same thing. Hey, Rachel. See, I know it's good time. Late night is good for y'all, isn't it, when I come on? I was thinking back to when I was in active addiction. Hey, Brandon. Oh, is it Brandon that emailed me? Oh, is that Brandon that emailed me, right? Okay. I emailed you back. Oh. Okay, so I was thinking back to when I in the membrane. You know what I'm talking about? Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I used to love that song. Okay, so I was thinking back to those times when I was fucking out of my mind. And when you're like in the madness, you can't see it for what it is. You can't see it for insanity. Decision over and over again, and you're expecting things to be okay, but shit just keeps on getting worse, right? But isn't it so hard, like when you're in the middle of it, to see it that you're doing that? Hey, Shanna, our conversation inspired me, girl. Hey, Patrick, what's up? You're welcome anytime. We got a lot of new people, you guys. So welcome, new people. Y'all are always welcome here. We just like to, we have chats a lot on my channel. I talk about recovery from addiction because, hey, SoberTube. Hey, Brian. Because I'm, working on staying sober, and I'm actually tapering off medically assisted treatment, you guys. Hey, Shayna, what's up? Welcome to all my new subscribers, you guys. Yeah, thanks, Brian. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. First of all, I want to talk to you about how our perception changes when we get sober. And then I also want to talk about how when we get sober and we start getting honest and we look back on the way we used to be, it's like, when I think back to my life back then, I was on probation for a year, and the whole time I was on probation, I couldn't pass one single drug screen. And it took my probation officer almost a whole year until she finally revoked me and sent me to prison. But when I'm looking back on that now, and I'm realizing she gave me a whole year of chances, right? To straighten my ass up. And if you had asked me back then if she gave me chances, I would have said, that bitch, I would have said all kinds of stuff. I would have said, she just revoked me for no reason. Kind of like somebody else we know, right, Shanna? Me and Shanna used to follow this girl who her probation has gotten revoked. And she's blaming everybody but herself for that probation getting revoked. And look at me. I'm not laughing at her. I feel bad for her. Well, no. I don't feel bad for her. What I feel bad for is the fact that she doesn't see that she's just not getting honest with herself. The only way your probation is going to revoke you is if you're not passing a drug screen, you're not paying your fines and fees, you're going out of the county or whatever that you're assigned to. Like, you have to break your terms and conditions, y'all, to get revoked on your probation. I mean, I know. I was on probation. So isn't it, now I know there's probably a lot of you guys here who you might not have been on probation, but you've been on some kind of program where you had to follow the rules, right? Isn't it funny how when we're in our active addictions, we're like, it's everybody else's fault but our own. I hate to admit it, but I was the same way. It was everyone else's fault but mine. Those damn police. Yes, Rep. Yes. But look at me. I'm not talking in a bad way. I'm relating. I'm relating to her. Those damn police. Oh, yeah, I've been to jail. I went to prison for a whole year. Yep, I'm sure we all been there. Oh, yeah, I've totally been there. But it's like, what makes me, okay, I guess what kind of makes me upset is like, how many of you guys have tried to talk to somebody who is like that, and you try to help them, but they're just not hearing you? And it's like, I have to keep reminding myself, like, Nicole, she's not going to hear you. I could talk until I'm blue in the face, and this girl won't hear me. So I keep on going over there and commenting and thinking, maybe I can help. Maybe there's something I can say that will inspire her, or help her to get, do I ever still get urges to use? Yeah, Brandon, I do. You know, I am a recovering meth addict, and I'm a recovering IV Roxy addict, and a recovering alcoholic. Anyways, basically, I'm a recovering everything. And I'm on medically assisted treatment. I'm on Suboxone, and I'm actually been on it for 3 years, and I'm tapering. I'm down to 6 milligrams. I started out on 12, so I'm down to 6. With methamphetamine, though, it's really hard because with me, I've gained a lot of weight in my recovery. I know, Rep. And with meth, it's not so much like a physical feeling to use, but it's like mentally in my mind. Because I know that I know in my mind that if I could get meth, that I could lose weight. Hey, Jeremy. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it really is. And so Suboxone work with meth cravings too. No, Patrick, it doesn't. And it's just strictly for the opiate part of my addiction. Being an addict makes you very selfish. You have to be right, Jeremy. We do have to be selfish in our recovery. That's right. Meth really messed me up too, Scottish. What meth for me, you guys, I would go into these drug psychoses because I would shoot up so much, and then I wouldn't go to sleep for days. And I would hallucinate things that weren't there. I would, it was bad. I have a couple story times on my channel where I share with you guys about the things I would see while I was up all night. Hey, that's right, Shayna. And you know what, Shayna? I think a lot of us that are polysubstance abusers, we would use speed because when we would do heroin or opiates, it would knock us out. Yeah. So we would do uppers to wake us up.
A lunar eclipse.
Is it red out there?
Only happens, well, not yet, but you can see the eclipse starting to happen.
Okay.
Nate was the one that remembered. I was like, oh, he did. He wanted Reese's. And I want some now.
It's all over here where we live because we live in the South, and so everybody here is like, if you're not like middle class, or a lot of people have like trailers in the trailer park and in the country, and then they start, their family's family cooks methamphetamine, and it goes down and down. It goes down the whole. Where's Nate at?
He's right here playing. Okay.
Has he been in here the whole time?
Huh?
Has he been here the whole time?
No.
Okay. It's a blood mood, Neil said. So, but with methamphetamine, it's more of a thought. It's more of a trigger thought in my mind.
I don't know if those dogs ate that one dog.
Balance from the other. Right, Shay, yes. Me? Oh, Arkansas. Patrick the Destroyer. You said something about Arkansas the other day. Jeremy, what? That's where I live, Jeremy. That's where I'm at right now. Now, y'all don't be coming over my house or nothing. You hear me? I got a gun. I'm not afraid to use it. Just saying. I get kind of freaked out sometimes on the internet, you guys, because I'm like, oh my God. Like, I talk so openly about my life and like where I'm at. And so sometimes I get worried that like I'm saying too much, but I don't think y'all are like that. I think we have a really loving, caring group of people here on my channel, and we all just want, for me, you guys, the reason I started my channel, and I know I keep on repeating this, the reason I started my channel was because I needed support. Yes, Jeremy. That's crazy. I do Scottish. Brandon. Southern Kentucky. What's up, Rachel? I'll be in Kentucky in June. I'll actually be there for a recovery convention called the Blameless Children. I'll be speaking there with Andrew Hager live. I'm going to tell my story. Y'all going to be there? Kentucky people? I know, right, Shay? I'm so excited. In Versailles, Kentucky, I think. My friend Andrew has a, I don't know how to explain this. He has a following, a social media following. And he's an advocate for recovery. He's called Andrew Hager Live. And he does videos and stuff on Facebook, just sharing his experience, strength, and hope. And so me and him have become, well, basically best friends over the internet, sharing our stories and stuff. And he just invited me to come out there and share my story. Sorry, guys. And share my story because my story is a little bit different. You know, there's a lot of people who are like me, who are on maintenance medication and who also abused other drugs and are serious about their recovery. But then there's also people who are on maintenance who just use it and abuse it. But that's not me, y'all. Like, I'm working my ass off to get off and to... What? Christy, why are you deleting his comments? Hold on. Sorry, Brandon. Okay, you're okay now. Anyway, he keeps saying his snuggles. Okay, Shanna, I'm so glad you came around. So, Rachel, what I was saying is Versailles. I don't know how to say it because I'm not from Kentucky, but I think it's Versailles, Kentucky. Yeah, Brandon's been here for a while. Well, the thing about it is Christy hasn't even commented. She's like being, she's in the down low back there. Okay, anyway. I hope all you guys are excited to like build the channel with me and hang out with me. Like I usually don't go live at night, just because I'm usually asleep by this time. Captain, nothing happened. I just came on because I was thinking about how when I was in my active addiction that I would do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I was like, let me get on my YouTube and we can all talk about our old stories. Hey bud, what's up you guys? That last shall be first, helping hands. That is my friend that I just met tonight. He works here in the town I live in at a restaurant. You guys go check out his channel. My ex on methadone, it stopped her from doing opiates. You know what, Patrick? I have heard that happening before. Because what will happen is when somebody gets on a medication that helps with opioid use disorder, then what they do, if they're a polysubstance addict, then they go to the other drug that they liked doing second because they know, okay, well, I can't use opiates because I have an opiate blocker, but I can still use meth, so I'm going to get high on meth. And you see how that, I could do the same thing. Thanks, Scottish. We could all do the same thing, but what it comes down to for me, you guys, is like I want to change. I don't want to live my life like I used to live it. I really, really do want to be a different person, and I've been working really, really hard to become better and to stop living in my old ways, you know? And it doesn't happen overnight. Like for me, when I first got started my recovery back July 2015, when I first started, I was struggling. Like I would go out and I would go into the Walmart and I would think, I want to steal something because I was so used to doing it all the time, right? So I would go in there and I would have to call my sponsor and be like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but like I want to steal shit, you know? And I don't know if you guys did that when you were in your addiction, but I would go and grab stuff. Hey, Christy. No, it's okay, girl. I was like, where is she? She's hanging out in the cut. Thanks, Captain. So yeah, I went into the restaurant today and he was in there and he waited on me and me and Neil and Nate, and he said, I have a YouTube channel, and I go, well, so do I. But it's just, I remember, you guys, how hard it was to snap out of my old ways, you know, and I know it's not easy to, you know, like change behaviors and work through triggers. And I know the hardest part for me was changing the people I hung out with, was getting rid of those people, places, and things. When I stopped going around the same people and I made like my whole circle different.
Mommy.
Yeah. What's wrong, Onyx?
I want to have some of these, and where are those other candies?
I'm eating them.
I'll have these.
Yeah, that's what the hard part is, I feel like, because yeah, let me dump them in this cup for you. When we get into recovery, if we haven't changed all those people, places, and things, what happens is they want to bring us back. Oh yeah, Jeremy, it absolutely is. Absolutely, because it's a lifestyle, you know, and
These were.
there you go, baby. If you think about it, remember when you first started using, how you thought in your mind that it was like cool? For me, I did. When I first started getting high, it was because I thought it was cool. I thought it kind of like gave me this edge, you know what I mean? I thought it gave me like confidence and energy, and I felt like, especially nowadays with heroin, for me, like I used to think heroin was so cool, you guys. Have you guys ever read Nikki Sixx's book, Heroin Diaries? Fucking good. And it was a good book. And, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds really immature, but that's how I thought. You know, my thinking is totally changed now. Like, I have a son, I have a husband, I have a life and people I care about. But for many, many years, like, I thought it was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was living that dope game life. I was running with like dudes that tote guns, you know? Oh, really? It's called Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx. You will love it. He's an old what, guitarist or singer? Carrie, I know, right? And can you? That's right. And that's like, I could never get them for free before, but now that I'm trying to live my life right, it's coming out of this raining drugs. There is a girl here on YouTube, you guys, called Gypsy Rock. She reads the book. So good. Yes, it is the street life. But Rep, you can change that. You ain't gonna live like that no more. I used to think the same thing. Because you guys, I was a hustler. Right. So here's the deal. I used to think the same thing. Like, this is just in me. This is just part of me. This is what I do. But I'm telling you, I used to hustle with the best of them. You guys, I used to hit a lick. I used to hit this lick at this department store, right? Every Tuesday, this department store would get in all their like really nice leather expensive bags like Coach, Dooney and Burke, Dior, Chanel, and they would be getting them off the truck so they wouldn't be chained down on display. And so every Tuesday I would go into this department store and I would lift like 6 bags. That's like $600 because those bags are like $100, $200 a piece. And I would get 6 of those bags and walk right out the front door with them. And I did that for years at the same place for like 2 years. And I would make bank off these bags, right? It was a mission. Patrick, I know. It was like we were on a mission. And then when you... But that's the thing. That's the hard part. Okay, so you see how Patrick says, like, now I realize how boring it is. It's not that life is boring. It's that it's like now we have different priorities. And that's what it's all about, is like making healthy, good goals and priorities and prioritizing your life in a way that, like, you know, it's not our mission to get high every day. Our mission is to be, our mission as recovering addicts and alcoholics, you guys, is to carry a message of hope and to help other people recover. That's what our mission is. And so instead of making it your daily mission to go out and search for dope, make it your mission to search for somebody who needs help and help them find recovery. That's what you got to do. And that's how you build that new purpose. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Once you go into jail a couple times, it gets to the point where you don't want to lose your freedom. At least that's how it is for me. I don't want to lose my freedom, you guys. Tells me his. Hey. Well, see, Rep, here's the thing. Eventually, you'll have to, because you're not going to be able to keep doing that and stay straight, you know? I mean, it's really difficult to do that and stay on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Because with those kind of connections, it brings you the blues. It brings you, you know the deal. Go potty. You know the deal, you know? Right, Jeremy, you got the right idea. That's what you got to do. You got to learn how to hustle for your recovery. And You guys, I'm telling you, like, it's not cool to be out there in them streets anymore and hustling for the dope game. It's not cool, you guys. That shit's not cool anymore. Recovering is cool, and helping others is cool. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to live that life anymore, you guys. And I know each and every one of you can recover. I know it. If you haven't, I know you can. You, Scottish, I think I have an extra one. If you'll send me your address, I can send you one. I mailed Jason one. I have a bunch of big books. Because every time I would go into rehab, they would give me one for free. And you know I've been to rehab 5 times. That's right, Shay. That's right. Absolutely true. Because that's exactly what listen to this. My sponsor used to say, or it wasn't my sponsor. Well, no, yeah, it was Robin. This sponsor I had, she was actually a crack addict in recovery. So she knew all about hustling. And that's what she would tell me. If I would put as much effort as I did into out there hustling, trying to get over into my recovery, then I would be in it. You know, and I'm telling you guys, that's what I do today. I put so much effort into staying sober, doing my little YouTube channel, talking to other people that are struggling. I do that like I did when I was trying to get high. Do you know what I'm saying? And that helps me. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I talk to all of you guys a lot. It's okay, Rep. Man, listen, it's okay. It's that lifestyle. It's really, really difficult to get out of that old lifestyle. And the only reason I say, like, it's not cool is because I know I want to challenge you to do better. I want to challenge you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And that's the thing, Jeremy. You just got to keep, like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and you just got to keep pushing forward. You got to remember, don't you have kids? Think about your kids. Think about, you know, how soon you'll be able to be of service to your children and do things to help them and make them feel better. You know, but when we're in our active addiction, we're not good to nobody. We can't do nothing for anybody. We're just worthless, you know? At least I was. When I was in active addiction, you guys, I was a liability. You couldn't take me nowhere. I was passing out, falling asleep, looking like a crazy person. Constantly. Good boy. Especially when I was on meth, I would be so tweaked out of my mind that I was psychotic. Psychotic, you guys. And it got to the point, like I'm saying, where people couldn't take me nowhere. They didn't want to have me around. I'm so proud of you, Jeremy. I am so proud of you. So day 4 off of heroin, you're almost in the clear, man. Heroin is a short-acting opiate, okay? So you are almost in the clear, like from the shitty physical withdrawals. Now, the mental part, the post-acute withdrawal, which is like the depression and the anxiety and all that kind of different stuff, that's the hard part. But you're almost out of it, man. You just stay on. Listen to me. Don't give up. You are worth it. You are worth recovery. You are worth sober life. Do you know what I'm saying? You are worth it, and you deserve to be happy and healthy, and to be successful, and to be free, and not chained down to a substance that makes you horrible. You know, with heroin, you guys, if you're shooting heroin, if you're doing heroin, period, don't matter if you're shooting or smoking or snorting it, you're going to die. That is the only way you're going to die. Heroin is deadly. Fentanyl is in everything. It scares the shit out of me, you guys, because that's what I think about. When I think about relapsing on opiates, I think about dying. I think about fentanyl being in everything. You know, I was in group the other day, and I was sitting beside a girl. She was probably 18 years old, maybe not even that old. And she was so high, she couldn't even keep her eyes open. And I just thought, wow, that used to be me. That used to be me. And then I thought about my mom and dad, you know, always worrying about me. You did tell me that. And that's the thing, like, you don't want to die. Do you want to be remembered as Jeremy that died of a heroin overdose? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it feels like, though. I've been there. I've been found dead many times. I've been in the hospital many, many times, you guys, of overdoses. And my family would come and see me and visit me. And my mom and dad would be like, that's what my dad would always say. He'd go, why can't you just quit? Why can't you just quit? It's like I wanted to quit, you know? I wanted to quit with every part of my body. Like, I wanted to quit so bad. And, it's like, even when I wanted to not be high, it was like I felt like I had to go get high. You know what I'm saying? And so I know what it feels like to feel like you can't ever stop. And that's why I think about... I know that y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I think about people who are out there in active addiction who are dying. You know, I think about people who are in their cars and they're falling asleep at the wheel. Like, that was what I was like too. I know what you mean. And so that's why I make my videos, because I want people to know that you don't got to live like that anymore. And it doesn't matter what way you choose to recover. It doesn't matter if you cold turkey. It doesn't matter if you get put on maintenance. It doesn't matter if you do 12 steps. It doesn't matter if you do back handsprings all the way up a tree and then lick the ground to stay sober. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a Satan worshiper and that keeps you sober, okay? All I want you to do is to get help and to get support. Okay, Patrick, I'm the same way. Because you know what? I was that person on the road. I was that girl on the side of the road. I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten arrested because I was sitting on the side of the road, on the curb, out in the middle of fucking the street, looking crazy as hell. I've went to jail 3 times because I was just out there, like, wandering with nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Just wandering in a comatose daze. Me and my little boy were driving home tonight, and he goes, Mom, I saw a homeless person. And I go, baby, I said, why do you think that? I said, do you know what we do when we see homeless people? And he said, what? I said, we ask them their story. We ask them their story to find out why they're there. Yeah, Brian, a schedule helps so much.
Mommy.
Yeah, baby.
Come over here.
Where are you going? Let's get in bed because it's late. We got to get snuggled up, okay? We stop and ask them their story. That's what I try to do. Like, the other day we were driving, you guys, and I had this red blanket that I keep in the back of my car. And we were driving, and me and Nate pulled over and gave it to this man because it was freezing outside. But I'm going to tell you, every person that I've ever stopped and I've asked them, like, what's the story? Why are you here? I'm telling you right now, 95% of every homeless person I've talked to has been there because they were either a veteran and they were disabled. Every single time it was someone who was disabled. You can do this, Jeremy. Do you know what that is? That is this light right here, Nate. I'll show you. I'm getting all emotional over here, y'all. There you go. Sorry. It's in my heart to help others, and I know you guys know that. And it's just been an emotional day today. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. I just wanted to pop on and do a live stream with everybody and let you know that if you're struggling or you're thinking about jumping off of anything, that I'm here for you and that you have a support system here, that we are all here for you. Jeremy, we are here for you. Brandon, I called Avalon today and talked to her this afternoon. I think you were asking me about her. So I want you guys to know, I talked to Avalon today. She does live with her partner, so like he's there and he's in recovery and he's been sober for like 10 years. So I'm sure he's keeping an eye on her and watching over her, but so far so good. And Jeremy, we are all here for you. You have my number, Jeremy. You can call me anytime. It does not matter, okay? All right, you guys. I'm going to lay down with a little snookums. Say bye, Nate.
Bye, Lulu.
Bye, Lulus. Bye, subscribers. We love y'all. Hold on, Nate wants to say something. Go ahead. Oh, no, I don't think so. Okay. Bye, guys. Brandon, I'm going to email you back. And Jeremy, if you need me, you can call me. And Scottish, send me your address. Okay, guys.